Right. Hey, Kelly, this is Sam from Key PPC. I'm just going to look at your account, provide a bit of a quick audit, and let's see if there's any areas that we can fix up. So this is, of course, a power washing company, a pressure cleaning company. And the way it's been set up right now, I can see it's got 4 campaigns. These ones here are targeting counties, and this one's looks to be just targeting all 3 of them, but for roof cleaning, the roof cleaning keywords. So if I go back to the campaigns, I'm going to just go back to here. I'm going to look at this one, and first I'm going to look at the settings to see what's been set up. So here, first up, looking at the location options. This is something that's very common that we should definitely change. So here, Google automatically puts this on people searching for or show interest in my target location. And this is, of course, related to the county that's been put here. The problem with this, though, is that you're gonna show your ads to people that aren't actually living in that county, but just have shown interest in it. And in my clients' campaigns, I found that anywhere between 10 to 30, 40% of searches can pick up people that aren't even in the same country, but have just searched for maybe a hotel or something that shows interest the way that Google defines it. I'm not actually sure exactly how they define it, but I know that if someone's searching for something like a hotel or something, that's going to put them in that category, and then they're going to show for your pressure washing ads if your keywords trigger them. And so that's something that we should definitely change to people in my targeted location. Apart from that, what I would change here is change this to rotate indefinitely, and that's just if you're having someone watch the account regularly, that means that your ads are going to be shown equally to everybody, and so then you can really see the differences between how each ad performs. This setting here, Google sets that up automatically, and they're going to do the same and start leading one ad towards the others. But if I would definitely recommend this, depending on how you're going to if you're going to watch the campaigns. Okay, so let's go back to all of them. That's just for the settings. If I'm just looking at these right now as an overview, I've got this set to all time, so all the data since you've been running these campaigns since mid-March. And the biggest thing that I really saw straight up was that you are barely using your budget. And so you've got budget set for $30 for each campaign, totaling $120 a day. But really, the most you're using is $27, most of the time much less, anywhere from $4 up to like $15. And so what that tells me is that either that, firstly, there's not many people searching for with the search terms that your keywords trigger, but also a lot of you've got quite a bit of a decent amount of impressions, but your click-through rate is really low. Like that, you can, with the right tactics, you can get that up to 10, 20%, and that means that you're really gonna capitalize on those searches as long as your keywords are set really, really well. So I'll get into that in a second, but firstly, let's go into this campaign as an example. First things here is that there's only one ad group set up. And so what this tells me is that here we've got all the keywords. So here, this is actually not too bad using phrase match and exact match. But it means these ads, 3 ads here, they're going to be shown for these, and there's no customization. So for example, what you could do here is you're only using the search term pressure washing and power washing and slight variations. But with your ads, you could customize this. You could find out what other search terms people are using. Maybe they're using power washing in Escambia or in Destin or another city, and you can target that exactly and then make the ad pressure washing in Destin. And so what's happening here is that this account is missing out on one of the most powerful parts of Google AdWords, which is the ability to customize ads towards what people are searching for. The good thing here, though, is that the search, the keywords are really, really targeted. There's no broad match or broad modified. So it means when I go to the search terms report, they're generally all relevant, which is really good. So in terms of, at the moment, there's no conversion tracking set up on this account, which is a massive shame, because it means I can look at the search terms and go, okay, well, we're getting, looks like it's good quality traffic, but I have no idea how it's performing because there's no conversion tracking. And so what I would recommend is getting conversion tracking set up, see which terms are converting the most, because here we could make an ad for pressure washing Pensacola and target that search query And that would help us so much. I haven't actually looked at this yet, but let's have a look. What are the quality scores like? Come on, AdWords, load up for me. Okay, nope, keywords aren't loading for some. Oh, here it is. Just taking a little bit. What I would love to see is, I'll jump into a different campaign. I'd really love to see what quality score the keywords have. Okay, so here, massive opportunity. So we're only getting 5 and 6 out of 10, which is the baseline for Google. So there's the quality score. You may have heard of this before. It's basically how Google grades your ads in terms of relevancy for the keyword and the ad, and also the landing page as well. And there's a bunch of factors that come into play, but generally, the whole idea behind it is Google wants your ads to be good ads, relevant ads. And so if this is higher, you're actually going to pay a lot less per click. And I think it's up to something like, if it was 10 out of 10, you would get a 50% discount on your cost per click. So instead of paying $4.25 on average, you'd be paying $2.10, which when you look at your cost per conversion, that's like a massive saving, and it's so much more profits you can take advantage of. So what I would do is I would split these up, and I would create ads that are really targeted towards those search terms. You can see here, even the click-through rates, 4.2. This is going to be professional pressure washing. That's getting more clicks, better click-through rate. This one's getting nothing, and so Google's just said, no, we're not even going to show that, because people seeing just a headline that's like the call, people are just, unless you got to really make it clear what you guys are offering. So yeah, that's what I would do. What else? I would definitely. Oh, another thing I would do is, at the moment, like you've mentioned this already, is we're split up by counties. We could split up by different cities, and then in the targeting settings, target the cities. And in our ads, we would actually make it super relevant and send and have the headline talking about the actual location. And then let me have a look at where this goes. Okay, so this is actually just going to the homepage. And so the problem with that is that you could send them, if you've got landing pages here for different areas, you could send them to each landing page, and people are going to get a much more customized experience, and that's definitely going to increase your conversion rates, like hand over fist, if you send people to a landing page rather than homepage. In most cases, I wouldn't say that's a hard fast rule, but in my experience, it's going to help a lot. Some campaigns I've managed, they actually worked better setting to a homepage. It's just because of the nature of the service. But with pressure washing, definitely send them to a landing page. So that's definitely what I would do. Another thing I would do is when you set up your ad groups, what I would do is first I'll go into this campaign, and I would create more ad groups targeting different keywords, and I just keep one keyword in each ad group, but I would make sure those ads are really customized, track the search queries that are pulled up, and then just create more and more and more until you know exactly which search queries are converting the absolute best. And then generally what I would do is I would create an alpha campaign, and because those keywords are golden for your business, and then you can allocate a special budget for those keywords. And that's a very effective way to do things in the long run, because if 20% of your keywords are bringing in 80% of the customer bookings, it makes so much more sense to really prioritize those keywords while still using the original campaign to find any new ones that might convert really well as well. So yeah, that's what I would do. I'd add conversion tracking. I would add more keywords. I would add targeted ads towards those keywords. And I would also change the location settings so that it's more broader. And the main thing is to just keep watching the campaigns and keep optimizing, because at the moment, I don't know your conversions, but I'm guessing from the search queries that they've been effective at getting good traffic to your website. But I would love to see how well that really good traffic actually converts in the end. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful, Kelly. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Happy to go through anything. All right, talk soon. Bye.